us quickly talk about the job of a manager. When we say somebody is managing something, what do we mean? Let us know what it means right now so that when we look at the history, we will see how the history has come up to this definition and these steps that I'm going to talk about at this particular point. What is the first thing you have to do if you want to manage something effectively? What is your first and number one task? You need to monitor your environment. If I have to be an effective manager, I need to know what is going on in my environment. And I will do that by going down to get my hands dirty, so to say. I need to go down to the work floor, go down to the organization, move around, talk to people, see with my own eyes what is going on. Because how do you improve something when you don't know what that thing is doing? You don't know the state of a particular thing. How do you improve it? If you are managing a football club and you never watch the club play, how do you know what to change? How do you know who to change? If you manage a business and you never come out to the shop floor, how do you know what issues are coming up in the business and how to fix them? So your first task as a manager is to monitor your environment. So to be effective, you need to go around and see for yourself. You cannot rely 100% on what people are telling you because they will only tell you what you want to hear. Go around and see what people are doing. See what is happening. That way you will observe what needs adjustment, what needs fixing, what needs repairs, so on and so forth. Once you have monitored your environment and you've seen how things are moving, the next thing you do is to set goals. So if you're going around as a manager, you're carrying your notepad and you see this door needs changing and you need to write that down. So goal number one, tomorrow morning, get door changed because this is affecting how this place is running smoothly. You need to set goals. You need to know what your organization wants to achieve and how it intends on achieving it. When you know your general goals, you still need to monitor the environment and go and set day-to-day goals that you have to achieve in order to get the objectives of the firm done. If you're managing a church, for example, you need to go around, look at the environment. You may notice that the chairs are not doing very well. They need some cleaning. You will write those goals down. You may notice that the altar is dirty. You write those goals down. Altar needs repair. Whatever you're doing, you would need to set goals, because if you don't set goals, how do you know where to start from the next day? How do you know what to do? How do you know when things, how do you know what progress you're making and what progress you're not making? You will need to first of all observe, and once you observe and find out what is good and what is bad, then you set goals and objectives on what you are going to do. As simple as it sounds, when you're running a big organization with so many people, so many tasks, not putting these goals down could be catastrophic. Personally, you could keep all your goals in your head, but not writing it down could be catastrophic if you are doing or managing a very large project. So after monitoring, the second thing is put the goals and objectives that you want to achieve down. Once you have these goals written down on paper, then it's your responsibility to get your team or get whoever works with you to come sit down and come up with a constructive plan on how you're going to achieve those goals. You see that when you put those things together, you will find out that some things need to be done first. You will need to come up with a plan. You will need to come up with a plan. Just like if you have to go to the market to get some groceries and you don't have a written down plan, or you don't have a strategy on how you're going to get these things done, you will find out that there could have been a better way for you to do what you did when you look at it in retrospect. It is always good to plan in advance. Before you take a long journey, you need to plan. Before you start going to achieve your goals, you need to come up with a plan. How am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? What time am I going to do it? Who is going to do what? How much will I allocate? Get these things set. Get these things ready. Before you take any action, you come up with an effective plan. That is the third task that a manager is supposed to do. Once your plan is set, it's your responsibility as a manager to start organizing people, resources, funds, and organizing everyone to work according to your plan. So from your goals, you've got a plan. Now put those things together. If you need to get money for something, go and get it. Whatever you need to do, this is the time to get it done. The organizational stage. It's your responsibility as a manager. Having a plan is fine, but somebody has to put that plan in motion. And it's your responsibility to organize things to flow so that your plan can become reality. Resources, time, energy, people, organization is putting these things together in reality. using your plan as a guide, going to get those things. If you have to get suppliers to supply something, you need to call them up. You need to plan with people. When are you going to bring the goods? When are you going to supply? When are you going to start work? How are you going to start the work? See your money for starting the work. Put things together. Organize your plan. Organize the resources that will help you to achieve your plan. Controlling. You need to control your resources. Once work starts and everyone has what they're supposed to do, most times things don't always keep on the way they start. People will start work and they will start with full energy, and after a while they get distracted. It's your job to control these people, motivate them, encourage them, ensure that everything is going according to the plan, the way you organized it. It's something you have to be actively involved with doing. Some people would believe you just give people their responsibilities, you've done all the organization, everything is in place, give it to them, and then things will move smoothly. No, they wouldn't move smoothly. You need to control those things. Check on them from time to time, even if everything was fine when you left. After some time, you need to go back and check and make sure that you're in tight control of what is going on. Remember, we said management is maintaining. So it's not just about doing it. You can do it, it works. You need to maintain that thing so that it continues working. And that's where controlling comes in. You control people, control resources, control everything so that things are moving smoothly.